Alright, YouTube, Danny again. Today we're going to be cleaning my personal rig because I'm really good about cleaning my setup often. I'm not very good at cleaning that thing very often. So today I'm going to show you how to properly clean your custom gaming rig the correct way so you don't damage it and the reasons why you should clean it. So without any further ado, we're going to roll the intro, get this thing started. Okay, so obviously you're going to want to unplug your computer first. I mean, that's the last thing you want to do is electrocute yourself and or damage your motherboard while you're trying to clean it. So today we're going to need microfiber cloth, preferably lint-free, an air duster or a vacuum, and a Phillips screwdriver and a nice working bench to work on. So I'm going to use my bed for a working bench. It's nice and soft. Don't have to worry about damaging anything. So, all right. So the first thing we're gonna do is remove all the access covers on this computer and just see how much dust we have to work with. Okay, so I turned my flash on so you guys can see the dust. You see it? There's actually quite a bit of dust in here. You see that? Yeah, that's pretty bad. A little bit of dust on the graphics cards. Not really too much dust within the fins, but we're still going to blow those out, take them out, clean them up. The motherboard itself looks like it's pretty clean, not too bad. The shroud's pretty dirty. I don't know where that mark came from on the heatsink. Another thing I'm kind of curious, we're going to remove the radiator, see how dirty the radiator is. Oh yeah, you can see up there in the fans, it's pretty bad. We're going to clean the radiator and the fans, both fans. All the fans will be taken off and cleaned. They're pretty dirty. And when we go to the front of the machine here, you can see the dust trap's actually been working pretty hard. See if I can get it removed here. Oh, look at all that dust. Oh, God. So, as you see here, I'm using my bed. I'm obviously going to do laundry tonight to clean off all the dust. I just need somewhere to work. But yeah, look at that dust trap. Yeah, I can definitely tell it's been a while since I've given this thing some love. So, looking from the front. Yeah, she's looking pretty bad. We'll fix all that. And then on the back, where the power supply and all that goes, yeah, she's pretty dirty in here too. We'll wipe this all down, take it all out, clean her up, give her a nice scrub. Okay, so I always start with the big stuff first. So we're gonna remove the two graphics cards, spray those out, and then we'll move to the fans, and then we'll remove the water block so I can get in there and clean the radiator and the water block itself. So I will, depending on who you are, I'm going to remove everything so I get a nice clean, and plus I want to do a separate video on this water block loop anyways. So I'm going to take this off and redo my heatsink and stuff. So if it was you, most guys, they won't remove the water block just because this adds an extra step to it, but I'm going to do it anyways, put new heatsink on it because I want to clean this all out so it's nice and clean and pretty again. Okay, so next time you see me, the graphics card should be removed. Okay, see if I can get the camera to focus. Okay. Ooh, focus. There she goes. Now, see all that dust in between the webbings? This isn't bad. I've actually cleaned computers way worse than this. But as you can tell, you're starting to get a lot of buildup in there. We're going to clean all that out. So, yeah, the graphics cards aren't that bad. They are huge, though. Check this out. Put these guys in perspective. This is my hand. Like how big these guys are. They're huge. R9 290Xs, dude. They don't mess around. Alright, so this is what the rest of the motherboard looks like so far. We can see behind the graphics cards, we got a lot of dirt in here. We're going to have to scrub all these. We're going to have to wipe down the wires and everything. The grommets are getting dirty. And they get just collecting dust. This is typical wear and tear. But maybe we can reach and see the top of the fans. Oh yeah, look at that. Alright, so the next thing here, now we got the graphics cards removed, we're going to remove all the fans. So they got the two here, plus the radiator, that fan, and then we're gonna be removing the water block. All right. So the next time you see me, I'll have all these pulled out. So the only thing that's gonna be left in here would be the RAM and the motherboard with the chip in it. So here we go. Okay, so we just took the fans off the radiator. And if you back up just in the right angle, you can see the fan design on the radiator. Yeah, these guys are pretty dirty. So we're going to spray this guy out and see if we can get her on nice and clean. She's slightly dusty. Not too bad though. I've seen worse. Nothing's clogged yet. Keyword yet. But yeah, it'd be a nice clean refresher. It's been about a year since I've cleaned it out anyways, so. Okay, so I just recently installed the 4790K on my PC, so the heatsink's pretty good. We're gonna clean this off with some alcohol and a lint-free rag, keyword, and then we're gonna just leave that exposed while we'll take all that off, clean everything up, spray it out, and put it back together. We'll wipe down the rest of this thing. Should be nice and pretty. Okay, so we can see the differences between the clean fan and the dirty fan here. Pretty impressive, if you ask me. Pretty clean, pretty clean. And this is the dirty one. This is how bad the dirty one. Dirty one's pretty epically dirty. Like, I was actually pretty impressed how dirty these fans have gotten. It's just layered on there. Let's see if I get the camera to focus. Yeah, it's layered. It's pretty bad. So, the idea with using the rag, instead of using your duster can to do this, the rag is cheaper than the duster fan. So if you're using this to clean your entire PC, one, you're going to run the risk of the residue this thing makes when it starts to get empty. And two, it's expensive, man. It's like, what, $2 a bottle some places? So this is a lot easier. You just put your finger in the fan, you just rotate the fan, pick up all that dirt and dust in there. Just kind of slowly going. It's kind of hard when you're using one hand here. But you just kind of do this. You're going to clean that fan. Then you're going to go up to each fan and just kind of massage the fans out. Individually. Just like so. It's a lot cheaper than using up all your aerosol cans. I know this is the only can I got, so I got to make it last. Especially when I go to that radiator and those graphics cards. So I usually like to wipe things out. Besides, it gets in there in the cracks and cleans everything out. So let's get done. I got 3 more fans after this one, so it's gonna be a minute. Okay, so when it comes to the radiator, when you're going to clean this, when you're gonna spray it out with your can, you're gonna spray from the dirtiest side. So actually, let me rephrase that. The cleaner side, you spray through this side and blow out this side. Now, please note, if it's bad like mine, you probably want to take this outside so you don't have all that dust in your room. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take it outside, blow it out, come back in, wipe it down, see how she looks. Just a quick tip. So when you get it back, hopefully when you see it again, all this dust will be gone. Okay, so here's an update. Yes, she is clean. That took some ingenuity. As you can see, she's wet. I ended up having to run this in the sink, the radiator itself, not the pump and the block part. I didn't run that under the water. I just ran the radiator itself to flush the dust out. You can do this yourself. Remember, don't get the pump and the block wet. So obviously you're gonna want that to dry. It's gonna take a while to dry. If you got a fan or something, put it inside of a fan. I'm gonna hang it off my fan here in a minute to let it blow out. Also, you can use your aerosol can. You blow out the water too. It'll help dry it out. But the graphics cards are now clean. wiped off the power supply, and I started wiping the case. It's starting to come together. Still a little bit of dust here and there. She's coming together quite nice. I was actually impressed at how well these grommets are cleaning out. They had a little dust in the crevices and stuff. It's starting to clean out pretty nicely. I'm going to get some Q-tips out and Q-tip the corners and stuff up here in the corner where I can't reach. She's coming along nicely. If you really need to dampen your rag, it's going to be out here on the outside of the case, where you probably want to use the damp rag the most, where you got some scuff marks and stuff that need to come out from the fans. So, the next thing we're going to be working on, though, is this dust shield. Yeah, I'm just going to run this under the sink. It's going to be your best bet. You can try blowing it out, but you ain't going to get it all. You're going to also use your rag. I know your rag sometimes will work pretty good on it. I'll show you. I'm not spilling my alcohol all over the floor. So anyways. So the rag does work pretty good, but as you can still see a little bit of dust trail. So I'm just going to rinse them out in the sink. Let her dry off too before we put it in. And then the shield itself, microfiber cloth and some damp cloth will clean that up pretty good. This isn't that dirty. It's got some fingerprint smudges on it. That should be fine. And then these guys, see, mine are painted. I painted them myself. These are going to be ran under the water too. Just rinse them off, let them dry off. So, I mean, by all means, I am not trying to rush this job at all. It's going to take me some time to clean this. For you guys, you probably just want to wipe it down with a rag. But I'm definitely going to rinse these off in some water. The paint on there is waterproof anyways, so. Other than that, that's pretty much it. And then we'll put everything back together, and hopefully she'll run quieter and dissipate the heat a lot better. So, other than that, next time you see this, will be some awesome B-roll with some dramatic EDM music, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Well, it's done. As you can see, it's a different day. I'm wearing a different shirt. So, I mean, the computer's clean. I can notice the temperatures have already dropped a little bit because the radiator's been cleaned out. Sounds about the same. It is what it is. The computer runs hot anyways because everything's overclocked. But other than that, she's clean. I feel better about it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I mean, I'm always here for constructive criticism. So other than that, you guys have a good day.